What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we're a Cufant evolution team. We'll be using Cufant, Copperajah, and Copperajah Gigantamax in this video. I might have a couple of Copperajahs I'll use as well to make up a team of 4. I feel like this Pokemon's sort of not that popular and sort of forgettable, but I think it's pretty cool. If you do want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my live streams for my theme teams, Pokemon Sweep, Shiny Hunt, and all other forms of salty entertainment. Today, I've got 3 battles with the Cufant evolution team, and I really hope you enjoy. The first battle here, this is a 4v4. This one was against Lady Crimson, and we have a very, very interesting battle here. Now, the first Pokemon is going to be a Whimsicott. Now, I'll be leading off with my Cufant. This is a pretty interesting set. It sort of works in with the G-Max Copperajah. So we got Stealth Rock, Fissure, Body Press, and Iron Defense. I've got Max Health and I've got Max Defense, right? So we're going to get the Whimsicott going for a Protect here. I went for the Stealth Rocks, because Stealth Rock is going to be very handy because it's going to stack with Copperajah's G-Max move, the Steel Spike Thrust. You get double damage swapping your Pokemon in. At this stage, there's not all I can do. I'm going to go for Fissure here, right? And Fissure outspeeds the Whimsicott. So the Whimsicott actually was going to go for a Trick Room there, but it got one-shotted. So I was very, very lucky getting that early KO there. Next Pokemon to come in is going to be Trapinch. And, yeah, this Pokemon is actually pretty scary, right? Because it's got some strong ground-type moves like Earthquake. So I went for a Fissure again. I thought, I might as well try my luck again. Unfortunately, it's going to miss. And the Trapinch is going to have Earthquake. And Cufant is going to get taken all the way down to its Focus Sash. So even with Max Health and Max Defense, it didn't live. I probably needed an Everlight to actually live that. So Trapinch is going to have the Toxic Orb as its item. And I can either go for a Body Press, do a bit of damage, or go for Fissure and one-shot. So let's go for Fissure again. Fissure is going to miss, and Trapinch is going to take me out here with a Disrespect Facade there. That's still hit pretty hard against a neutral attack. So bye-bye Cufant. At least I got rid of the Whimsicott, and I set a Stealth Rock up. So it's not the end of the world. It actually wasn't a bad start to the battle. Now, next Pokemon is going to be my Cufant here, and I'm going to be using 2 Cufant and 2 Copperajah to make up the team, so the normals and the shinies, right? So I've got an Iron Head set with Rat, Sleep, Talk, and Curse, and it is running Max Health and Max Special Defense. So go for the Iron Head on the Trapinch. I don't take it out, it does heavy damage, and once again, Trapinch is going to get that big Earthquake off against my Cufant, and it's going to take me out in one shot. I had Sheer Force as the ability there as well for a little bit more damage on Iron Head. But unfortunately, it got one-shotted. So all I'm down to now is going to be both the Copperajahs, which is going to be a problem. I've got to be able to take this out. So I've got Earth Power, Flash Cannon, and Belch here, and I've got Snarl. Now, I'll be using a Sheer Force Life Orb Copperajah, a special set. I've got Max Health and Max Special Attack, Modest Nature. Now, Belch obviously only works with berries and stuff, but I'll be actually using it in the G-Max here to make me have some special attack riser. So it'll be quite useful that way instead of actually trying to actually use the move Belch with a berry. So Copperajah is going to be going first. Before I use Belch there or boost my special attack, I'm going to put some Steel Spikes on the field. So now, right, I've got the Stealth Rock and I've got some sharp pieces of pointed spikes on the field too, so some double entry hazards, which is going to be great. Now, since that wasn't a Sheer Force move, I am going to take some Life Orb damage, but it's a small price to pay there for getting that on the field. So Greedent is going to get hit by both of those entry hazards, which is good. Greedent's a very, very tanky Pokemon, so I thought, maybe I should go for Max Ooze here coming off Belch, boost my special attack, and then I don't know what's going to be able to do to me apart from maybe a ground or fighting type move. And it is going to be the Dynamax Pokemon here on her team. So it would have been cool if, when I was thinking about it, as I'm doing all these evolution teams, right, I've nearly done all of them. I think I've only got a handful left. I was thinking, why did they just not give every Generation 8 Pokemon, evolution line, a G-Max Pokemon? Because most of them actually had one, right? It's kind of curious. Not sure what Greedent's would have been. Maybe something like holding like a massive berries or something. So go for Max Ooze on the Greedent there, getting myself a +1 in special attack, which is going to be good because Greedent is super, super tanky right now. Greedent is going to be going for a Max Quake. This is very unfortunate, right, because it's going to do a lot of damage here, and it's also going to boost Greedent's special defense, making my special attack boost that I got earlier on Like, it's pointless, right? But the thing is, I have to keep going for Max Zeus here in case the Greedent does go for another attack. I could go for a Max Darkness. I could go for a G-Max. Like, nah, the G-Max still surge. Like, let's go for Max Zeus again, right? I know the Greedent will go for another Max Quake. So getting very, very minimal damage off on the Greedent here and giving myself another +1 in special attack. Greedent is going to be matching that boost there with the Max Quake. The only good thing is I actually can go for a Flash Cannon this turn, and it will be boosted by Sheer Force, which is very, very good. Like, probably nearly as powerful as my G-Max move there, right? So I managed just to live on a little bit of health there due to Copperajah's, like, just decent health, right? We can go for a Flash Cannon. That'll be stab, and it'll be coming off the Sheer Force, and I've got Life Orb too. So when you've got Sheer Force and Life Orb, it's not going to do any damage. Flash Cannon hits really, really hard. They're considering, and we got the Greedent going for a Max Mindstorm, taking my Copperajah out there. Very, very disrespectfully, may I add. So bye-bye Copperajah. I've still got one more Pokeball left, and we got the Greedent only on a bit of health, so it's actually okay. It's all good. I know that I can take this out. So that was my special set, right? Now we're going to go into my physical Copperajah. Now this set is we got a Heavy Slam, Heat Crash, Payback, Play Rough set with heavy metal, more of a standardish style of set to make use of its ability heavy metal. I tried to use all of them here too. The item is Quick Claw as well, max health and max tape. So outspeeding Greedent, not that I was hard or anything, and Greedent is going to faint to Heavy Slam. So the Cufant had Sheer Force. The Copperajah, the special one, had Sheer Force. The other Copperajah I've got now, it's got Heavy Metal, and the other Cufant had Sheer Force as well. So I tried to make use of those abilities. Last Pokemon is the Espeon. I thought, wait, I can get a Quick Claw Payback. That'll be so disrespectful and funny. So go for Payback. Espeon's going to go for a Protect here. Now, I have noticed the Psychic Terrain is on the field. If it does hit me with a Psychic type move, it is going to hit me and it's going to be boosted there, right? But I do resist it. I am a Steel type, which will be very, very handy. So go for Payback again there. Even if Quick Claw doesn't, like, kick in here, if I lift this attack, I will do a lot of damage there. And it does a lot of damage with Expanding Force, but I am, like, got a lot of health there. And I do resist that. And Espeon is going to go down to the Payback. And that was a very, very close battle there. And then I was hoping to get a Quick Claw Payback, but it didn't happen. Thank you for Battle Calf. Let's get on to battle number 2 here. And we got a battle against Sept. I'm not sure if that's short for, like, Septimus or September. I don't really know. So the first Pokemon we got, this could be a theme team as well. Once again, if you do spy any theme teams, please let me know. And once again, if you are watching this video, please drop a like on the video. Only takes 1 second. It really, really helps out my video and channel if you could do that. Very much appreciated. So we're going to go for a Fissure. We've got a Dugtree lead. Dugtree is going to go for a Sandstorm. So maybe a Scummy Sandvale or something like that. I wasn't really sure at this stage, right? I wasn't going to actually try and swap out with the Arena Trap. So I decided to go for a Fissure, and it landed. And you could see Dugtree's little bit of earth underneath on the Fissure. That was really, really cool. Dugtree is going to faint, and Cufant gets me a early lead once again. So I'm actually quite lucky with this Cufant at the moment. Next Pokemon is the Doublade. Like, wait, Doublade can have no guards. This means I'll be able to land an attack on it. Will I get outsped, though? That could be the problem. Maybe they're going to try and outspeed me. I outspeed the Doublade and get another Fissure off there, and Doublade joins Dugtree in the center of the earth. So this is going swimmingly at the moment. Next Pokemon to come in is going to be Stakataka. And Stakataka, if I hit a Fissure again, we could get a Cufant sweep even, but this could happen. I've actually not uploaded a Cufant sweep on my channel. So I'm thinking for a little bit, you know what, let's get this Cufant sweep, let's get this done. Fissure is going to miss, unfortunately. Now Stakataka is going to set up the Trick Room. So it's a Trick Room team. I wonder if that was a crazy Trick Room Dugtree. I've got no idea. Not that Cufant would have got outsped in the Trick Room, but you never know, people. This is PIMPNITE channel, right? So we're going to have a Steel Beam Stakataka there. Look at all those eyeballs. And that's going to hit me pretty hard there. It's about a 3-hit KO, right? We got the Stakataka taking an enormous amount of health. So Fissure's going to miss there, unfortunately. At this stage, it's going to take itself out. So I was like, well, that's actually not all that bad at all. I could go for a Stealth Rock here. I was like, no, let's go for Fissure. I want to take it out with Fissure. And Stakataka is going to go for a Rest. I was like, okay. So it's a Rest Steel Beam set. It's a pretty classic PIMPNITE set, though, on the old Rest Steel Beam Sleek Top. So Stakataka's got most of its health back there. It's closed all of its eyes, so you can't see any of them all. Like, even the ones that are, you know, on the outside and on its legs and that sort of thing. So I've got 3 fissures left. I was like, well, that's still alright. There is still a Dynamax Pokemon, so I got to bear that one in mind too. Now, Stack Attacker is going to be a Snore set, only on Pinrush out there, and the Snore is hopefully going to try and flinch me. I guess that's the strategy. So the item with Throat Spray on Stack Attacker, I'm going to go for an Iron Defense here. I thought, well, if I run out of fissures, I might be able to make use of Body Press. You know, that'll be really, really good. You know what I mean there? So we got the Body Press is super effective. I can go for another Iron Defense. That'll give me plus 4 in defense, which would be crazy. And with the defense stat on this, I've got plus, I've got Impish Nature and Max Defense. So we'll be doing like heaps and heaps of damage there, right? So I got flinched by the Snore, which is unfortunate, and the Twisted Dimensions are going to wear off. So I can go for a Body Press here. I mean, it's going to be 4 times super effective, so, you know, I may as well give it a go. I've got absolutely nothing to lose here, right? So go for Body Press, does excellent damage, does not take Stack Attacker out. Stack Attacker's got some really big stats, so that's probably, like, you know, the only reason why it probably lived that. Now, Stack Attacker is going to go for a Trick Room here again, and I mean, that's going to benefit Cufant, but I know that Stack Attacker is slower than my Cufant, right? So go for another Body Press here. Stack Attacker is going to spam that Steel Beam at me right there, and I'm only on a little bit of health here, and it manages to take me out, which is ending the Cufant sweep, people. Sorry, I tried my best right there. I guess the only good thing that came out of that is Stack Attacker is actually going to take itself out with a recoil damage from Steel Beam, so I finally lose my first Pokemon, but essentially you could say that Cufant took out 3 Pokemon. Our next Pokemon is my Copperajah here. We got a Klinklang Pokemon over there. A Klinklang Pokemon. That's the narrate. That's top quality narration there, people. So I went for an Earth Power here. This is my Sheer Force one, and it's dropped it in one shot. The old Sheer Force Copperajah coming in clutch right there. So that's down. I didn't take any damage due to the Sheer Force too. The last Pokemon is a Barbaracle, and when you look at this team, right, this team is really, really weak to ground. Like, it's a super, super weak team. So Barbaracle is going to be the Dynamax Pokemon here, and I'm wondering what, you know, sort of set that it's going to be. Is it going to go for a Water type move? I don't think it's going to go for a Rock type move. That won't benefit us that much, right? So I'm thinking, well, Barbaracle will be able to outspeed me, unless it's a Trick Room one. Like, I'm not really sure what's going to go on here. So I do outspeed, get the Earth Power. It does an enormous amount of damage there. No, like, weakness policy or anything like that. Here comes Max Quake on my Copperajah, and that does a lot of damage. I managed to live on 43 health there, which was pretty crazy. So that's going to get a special defense rise there, and I can easily go for any move to take this out. Oh, wait, there's another Pokemon left. I'm sorry about that. There's 6 Pokemon. I don't know why I thought there was 5. So Barbaracle is going to go down to an Earth Power there. So this Copperajah is really causing some trouble on my opponent's team. It's good that I had so many ground type moves as well. I always thought this Pokemon, right, you know how they're all Steel type, I always thought it should be Steel and Ground too. Like, don't you think? Like, I really think that. I actually put this on my pseudo ground team. Last Pokemon is the Phalanx here. This is actually quite a good Pokemon against my team because it's a fighting type. And now they're going to go for a no retreat, boosting all of its stats. And I'm sitting here thinking, uh-oh, this is bad, because if this has got any sort of fighting move, even in like a meme special set, this is going to be a massive problem. So going for Flash Cannon there, Phalanx is going to just live that Flash Cannon, and now it's going to be able to outspeed me this turn, and it is going to be going for a close combat. This is bad. This is very, very bad. So bye-bye Copperajah, did a solid job there. I've still got a Cufant left, and I've got another Copperajah, right? And I can actually go for my G-Max Copperajah here, right? So Cufant's going to get one shot. I already know that, right? There's no real point in just sacrificing it, so I thought, okay, I can go for Dynamax here, and then I can go for Dynamax G-Max Steel Surge. Like, any move's pretty much going to take this thing out. But I need the G-Max. I need the extra health from the G-Max, you know, to give me a chance of even living this attack. Because once again, I already know that Cufant's going to go down, because that got one-shotted by a Trap Hit, right? So there's no way it's going to leave a +1 no retreating Phalanx close combat, right? There's no way that's happening. So here comes the close combat on the Copperajah, and I lived on 45 health. Man, that was really, really close right there. If I got one-shotted, it was all over Red Rover. I'm going to finish this battle off with a G-Max Steel Surge. That move looks really, really cool. I was quite liking the look of that move. And the Phalanx is going to go down. And that, my friends, is the second battle there. Getting a nice win with the G-Max Copperajah at the end there. Thank you, September, or Septimus, for the battle there. Let's get on to battle number 3, right? This is a battle against Porygon 2, and we got a 4v4 right here. I mean, we're on the DLC arena. So the first Pokemon there we got is going to be the Indeedee, and I've got my Copperajah as the leader. Like this special Copperajah, right? It has been really, really good in all the battles that I've done, right? It's kind of powerful. So I decided to actually go for the G-Max Steel Surge turn 1. The idea with this, right, is to get the initial damage from the Steel Surge, but to put the Steel Spikes on the field early. That way, right, all the other Pokemon that will swap into it will take damage there too. So it's probably, it's probably better to G-Max this one earlier. And I also, if you remember, I had the Cufant with the Focus Sash Cufant, or just the bulky Cufant there with Stealth Rock as well. The reason I gave that Focus Sash over Everlight is in case I come across any really powerful, like, I don't know, like Fire-type Pokemon, that would have ended me, right? So at least I can get a chance of going for Stealth Rock or Fissure, something like that, right? So I'm going to take a bit of damage there. Indeedee's going to actually have a Flame Orb as the item there, which is kind of interesting. And I can go for a G-Max Steel Surge, or even a Max Ooze here, to try and take it out, right? So here comes a Psycho Shift. It's going to burn me. Now, that would have been a good play if I was running a physical one. That essentially would have shut a physical set down there, but I am running a special one. So Indeedee is going to go down and give me a nice, juicy +1 in special attack. So that kind of worked out, like, really, really well there. Would have been bad if I went for the physical one first, though. I'm going to take a little bit of damage there from the Life Orb and, of course, the burn as well, because I'm not in, I'm not outside of G-Max, so Sheer Force will be doing damage with the Life Orb. Next Pokemon that we got is the Arctozol here. So this is going to be weak to Max Quake, so very, very weak to Max Quake. So I may as well give that one a go, right? So we got the Dynamax Arctozol here. Sorry, Dragozol. I don't know why I'm calling it Arctozol, right? It's not the Ice-style one. You can roast me for that later. I'm getting all my fossils mixed up. They're all jumbled up, which is quite funny because all the fossils are the jumbled parts, smushed together, right? I wonder if we'll ever get, I don't know, if we'll ever have a remake of Generation 8, which, I don't know, I'll be like 69 years old then. I wonder if they'll, do some more jumbled up fossils for that. So we got a Max Guard there that is going to block my very, very last attack out of my G-Max, and Copperajah is going to be out of that. I mean, it's actually not all that bad, because I can still go for a Sheer Force to Earth Power with Life Orb, with +1, and that's going to do some pretty good damage there, right? It's nothing to sniff at, if you know what I'm saying. So here comes the Max Lightning from the Dragozol there. I managed to live that, which is very, very good, and now I can go for a Earth Power. So we got some Electric Terrain on the field there, which is not really going to matter too much unless I've got my Cufant with Rest. That's about it. Earth Power demolishes Arctozol. Dragozol in one shot. Man, I did it again. So bye-bye Dragozol. Now we got 2 more Pokemon left, and we both use our Dynamax and G-Maxes, yeah? Copperajah's only got a bit of health left. Now the next Pokemon to come out is going to be Hydreigon. So like, okay, what's this going to be? So getting some nice damage here from the Steel Spikes. Now I've got Flash Cannon here, which should do some very good damage. I don't think it'll take it out. Hydreigon is going to outspeed me with a Flamethrower. No way I'm leaving that one on such a low amount of health. Now with my bulky Cufant, the special defensive one, I know that I can live a Flamethrower from Hydreigon. Like, I know that I can, live one very, very comfortably, and I can easily take it out if I really want to, right? I've got Body Press, and I can even start setting up the curses here as well. That'd be quite good. So I've got Body Press here. I can go for Stealth Rock. Like, you know what? Let's go for Stealth Rock. Let's get that Stealth Rock flowing, right? We got the Hydreigon going for another Flamethrower here. That's fine. I've got the Stealth Rock up on the field. So I lived on 1 health there with a Focus Sash. It's all good, and Stealth Rock is going to be good to set up there. But I get burned by Flamethrower, which really sucks. So, I mean, not that it would have mattered too much. I was going to faint in the next turn, right? So now I've got my my G-Max Spikes on the field, my Spikes, and I've got the Stealth Rock too. So I've got my Quick Claw Copperajah, which will be able to live a Flamethrower, and I've also got my other Cufant, which will be able to live a Flamethrower as well. I'm not saying they're going to live it amazingly, but it'll definitely be like Play Rough's going to one-shot it, right? So that's going to be the go-to move here, right? So I'm sort of waiting on what move they're going to do. Here comes Endure. It's like, oh no, what item does this have? So it's going to be bracing itself, going for Play Rough here on the Hydreigon. Obviously, that would have taken Hydreigon's entire family tree, like Dinos, Wellios, Hydreigon. They got yeeted into existence there, right? Now, its item was a Saligbury, boosting its speed, which is not going to do too much. They're going to thief my item because they just consumed theirs, and they stole my Quick Claw. I just went for a Disrespect payback here, and Hydreigon is going to faint. Even if they went for the Flank Throw, I would have been able to live that one there. Not very well, but I would have been able to live. And it was an interesting set there. So they consumed their berry and stole my item. It would have been bad if they got like a berry there. It would have been very, very bad. So the last Pokemon is the Elgum. So Elgum, I'd say, is going to be an Everlighted set there. I'm going to be swapping out and going into my Cufant, right? I do have a plan here. Might be a Trick Room set too, right? And this thing is very, very slow and works very, very nice in Trick Room. So we got the Trick Room up on the field here. We got a Shadow Ball coming from Elgum. So I've got my I've got my Copperajah in the back there. The name's actually kind of similar in case something bad goes wrong there. I wanted to see what moves I was going to use before I, just sacrifice it to the Elgum gods, right? So getting my curse up is going to boost my defense and attack. Now I can actually go for Iron Head, right? Which will be very, very good. Elgum's going to keep going for Shadow Ball here. I am running a very special defensive set. That's the only reason why I'm tanking these so well. So I thought I might as well take this opportunity to go for as many curses as possible before my, Cufant is going to actually get, destroyed right here. And now I'm outspeeding in Trick Room too, so I thought that'd be a good option. So now I've got 3 curses up on my Cufant, and I've got +3, and I've got sheer 4. So this is going to be doing a fair bit of damage right now. I don't have any attack EVs though, but I feel like just the boost should be enough to, almost take this out or take it out. So Shadow Ball's getting way too close there to take me out. I've got to go for the attacking move, and Iron Head is going to one-shot the Elgum. And that, my friends, is the third and final battle. I hope you enjoyed the Cufant Evolution team. I'll catch you next time. Peace.